Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by the Era Crueltide Pocket Rulebook Kickstarter. In this tabletop RPG, Santa Claus has been captured, and you need to rescue him by role-playing as any sort of fantasy creature imaginable. You could be a human with holiday powers, perhaps one of Santa's helpers, an elf, maybe a talking reindeer, or perhaps a gingerbread cookie golem. It's all up to you to restore the holiday cheer and check out those stretch goals. This channel is also proudly sponsored by Dead Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have also released the Pay What You Want tabletop RPG, Daughters of Lamb, where you get to play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products and check out their free tabletop RPG, the Red Roleplaying Game, a generic system that is able to handle any sort of theme, flavor, genre, setting that you can think of. All of the links for these amazing products will be in the description and in the pinned comment as well. Today, I continue my review series featuring the Eros Engine Core Rulebook. If you haven't seen the other parts of this review series featuring this tabletop RPG that focuses on romance and erotica, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about the Game Master section, as well as the Variants section. The Game Master section contains all sorts of guidance. There are a few hiccups when it comes to the storytelling and safety, as I explained in the part 1. You're not telling a story about the characters, you are playing the role. In a tabletop role-playing game, you are playing the role of the characters. And it's not about safety. Tabletop RPGs are perfectly safe. This is not like a real kinky scenario that wherever you do in the bedroom, right? Where you need like the safe word so that your partner doesn't hurt you in some way. Here it's perfectly safe. It's an imaginary scenario with imaginary characters. You are not in danger. So here they talk about the they are not safety tools, they are comfort tools. And they are very disruptive when it comes to immersion. It's much better to have that session 0 and just continue playing. Like if they didn't enjoy the session, if somebody didn't enjoy the session, you stop playing the session. That is he or she won't be participating in the next session, as simple as that. So yes, there is a bit of fluff concerning that. There are good things concerning the tone, setting the scene, managing the flow, but like I said, the safety, they're talking as if you're going into this very dangerous, kinky physical activity where they use knives or something. No, tabletop RPGs are not dangerous. These are comfort tools. So you have details as well on designing encounters, the narrative hooks, the emotional emotional stakes, what is at risk, concerning affection, loyalty, the environmental flavor. Is it like a cyberpunk type of environment, or is it in the fantasy Middle Ages? And funny enough, there are some great examples here with roleplay, with actual roleplay. So yeah, the thing about the storytelling and safety, oof. Okay, you have details on how to run the 4 phases in a proper way, with the initiation, the escalation, the climax, the aftercare. You have data on how to employ the NPCs in intimate play, using simplified stat blocks and such, how to balance the mechanics, the pacing, the length of the scenes, because there is some nuance to balance in this game when it comes to the variants. We will get into that in a few moments. And also campaign integration. What's the payoff for the tension, for the flirting, for the build-up, the conflicts, the catalysts? What about character growth? It is all treated here with the appropriate attention. as well as employing the mood shifts and how to apply some sort of variant to the rules. And that gets into the next part of this video, the variants and advanced options section. Here you have so many ways on tweaking the game. If you want to handle multi-partner and group encounters, you can do that. There is, I hope this doesn't trigger the YouTube algorithm. Science fiction orgies. You know, you can handle those situations. You can also apply some tweaks to the special techniques and kink modules. So if you wanted more granularity to the repertoire of the techniques, maybe you want to have bondage and impact play, that is playing rough, spanking, or dirty talk, or using toys and devices, you can handle them as separate special techniques instead of part of the broad categories from the standard core system. You also have details on how to employ alternatives to dice and the resolution. You could use a 2d10 instead of a d20. Roll a couple of 10-sided dice, which could produce a more, how you say, satisfactory bell curve for some, less swinginess. You also have the d6 pool variant using d6s, the quick play by, instead of round by round arousal gain, you assign each successful roll a fixed progress level. So many ways to tweak the mechanics. You also have considerations when it comes to cinematic and simulationist play. In cinematic mode, employing fewer rolls perhaps. In the simulationist mode, of course, during the full round by round play, you could have greater details concerning the energy pool, the arousal, the mood tracking. You also have information on the house rules that you can apply, tips and general advice. Thinking about the mood momentum, using a shared arousal pool, perhaps an energy-free mode. You can also scale the difficulty with the guidelines provided here. Easy mode, hard mode, dynamic difficulty, mostly related to the difficulty classes and the challenges taken on. Whatever variant you choose, it's important to ensure that the position use, preferences, and the mood or energy pool management remain clear to all players. Before playing the session, of course, inform them about those changes. And this concludes this part of the review series. In the next part, we are going to take a look at how to run campaigns, as well as the world hooks and genre play. When it comes to the Game Master section, it is mostly good. Like I said, only the storytelling bits and the safety concerns. Please get professional help if you're going to have a breakdown because your fictional character in a fictional world got affected by some sort of fictional hazard or fictional individual, and you're going to have a breakdown, a meltdown because of it. No, you need professional help. Get professional help and then enjoy tabletop RPGs. They are perfectly safe. And when it comes to the variants, I really like them. There are some people that could be looking at the system and could be thinking, oh, I wish the bell curve was handled in this way, or I wanted this particular erotic technique to be handled like this or that. Great section overall, giving you plenty of options. Thank you for watching this part of the review series. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master, and remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you and see you later.